Good evening, good evening, good evening. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. Like always, I thank you guys for tuning in. If you would, please take this opportunity to share this in your circle of influence. You never know who may need what's going to take place on tonight. For those that do not know who I am Angela Thomas Smith. I'm the founder of AALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign. While I truly believe in bringing awareness to brown authors all over this world, I am also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazine, where my desire is to bridge the gap between brown authors all over this world and to touch on topics that they don't want to talk about that's affecting our brown community. So, with all that being said, please share this with someone else because you never know what they may need. Just a little nugget, a little nugget, a little nugget, a little nugget. But today I'm super excited because I have an amazing young man backstage. Had the opportunity to chat with him backstage as we prepare to go live. While y'all are sharing this, I'm gonna bring him up and allow him to share just a little bit about himself, and then we're gonna jump into the conversation, y'all know how we do it, so go ahead and share if you have any questions or comments. I want you to post them in the comment section, and as you come in, please tell us where you're coming in from. Hey, welcome, how are you?
Hello. I'm fine. Thank you for having me. Uh, my name is Arthur Kasim Stevens. I got a title now. um, yeah.
Ain't nothing
I wrote
like
a
having a
series of
title, ain't
books.
nothing like having a title.
Yeah, I know, and I appreciate you letting me use your platform. Because
Of
I'm
course.
on a mission right now. I wrote these books. Unfortunately, it was a time in my life when I was incarcerated, but we all have a past. But that time that I did, I used it to the best of my ability to be positive and do positive things. And I just wanted to use what I know to influence people, maybe to be on a straighter path in life, or maybe stop people from making some of the mistakes that I made. And hopefully through this project, I can do that. But the name of I wrote some books. I wrote five of them. It's a series. It's a five-part series, and the name of them is Natural G. Natural G. All right, and G is not a person. G is a title. You know, people who came up in the lifestyle that I had or are familiar with people that have come up in my lifestyle, they already understand what a G is. But this particular story is like a coming of age tale about some people who trying to survive the struggles of the aftermath of the crack era. And we all know that 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 the aftermath of the crack era is basically the 90s. Being that I'm a 70s baby, so you know if I'm a 70s baby, I came off the porch in the early 90s, really early, like 90, 91. And around that time in the neighborhood that I was raised in, Brooklyn, Brownsville, Brooklyn, Howard Ave. If you're familiar with that area, put a hand up. But it was really tough around there. We didn't have many opportunities, so we had to make opportunities for ourselves, and that's what most of us did. But it was people that came up before me that I watched and I idolized, and we all had heroes in our neighborhood. And a lot of these tales, I kept it in my mind, and the story goes from things that I've seen being done, things that I may or may not have participated in, things that may or may not have happened. If you anything like me, you know you can't give a definitive answer to whether something really happened or it didn't happen. Let's just say this story is purely for entertainment and take out of it what you get out of it. But I just hope everyone enjoy, and you can find me my platforms that I use now. This one, thank you very much. But mostly is Facebook and Instagram. My name is Kasim Stevens or Arthur Kasim Stevens. My brother Tremaine Stevens also helped me out with all my editing and my promotion and marketing. And one half of our publishing company called Criminal Content with two K's instead of C's. Criminal Content with two K's at the beginning instead of the C's. And you can type that in and you will find it all over Google because he's a beast. He don't even sleep. This guy posting stuff 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Promoter, 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 promoter. All right. And I'm gonna do what I can to do my part so that we can both be successes in this industry. And I'm gonna try to put my creativity to work. And from what I understand, people really dig my project. They really dig my stuff. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I gotta do, and y'all just keep on copping. You know, I try to turn my negative into a positive, but guess what? I'm gonna treat it the same way
And
though.
you trying to run out, but you're not finna run out just that quick because I got a whole bunch of questions for you. So
No. Okay, come on, let's go.
I got a whole bunch of
All
questions.
right, all right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
So um first I wanted to go back and I want to applaud you first of all for um pressing on because a lot of people they allow hindrance and setbacks, disappointments, or whatever we want to classify them as. But I call them life experiences because we all have to experience something on this journey we call life so that we can get to where we're ultimately supposed to be. So I never look at incarceration and other things as the way a lot of people look at it. I look at it as that point of some people's life as a stepping stone to get them to that next level to where they need to go. So I applaud you for not giving up, not throwing in the towel, and pressing on. It
Thank you.
definitely
Thank you very
speaks to your
much.
character. So thank you for that. Shout
I'm
out
here for it.
New
Thank you.
York. Definitely there's going to be some individuals that's probably going to be sharing this and that's going to probably be jumping on that's probably also going to want to interview you. I have a friend out of New York. She has a magazine we call The Wall. It highlights individuals that have been incarcerated, that are currently incarcerated, or individuals that have family members that are incarcerated. She also has a radio show, so I definitely want to get you in contact with her so that we can definitely get that side of your story shared as well, because that is important too, especially with what you're doing. A great marketing tool as well, so that you know
Hmm,
that. Just want to throw that out
appreciate
there.
it.
You
Appreciate
said a
it.
lot in that short time, and you trying to rush out. You said a lot. Um, but
I'll
I
just
thank
give
you.
it to you how I
I thank
am.
you
You
so
know.
much. I thank you so much.
Okay.
Um, I
Make me
really want
smile.
to
I'm trying to
hear
keep a straight
about.
face. You know. All right.
I want to hear about these amazing books that you have.
Oh.
You tried to rush out so quick. Um,
Now I wasn't trying to leave. I was
you
just
are
trying to like.
talented.
Emma.
It's
I
okay.
wasn't trying to
We
leave.
not we
Okay. Look.
here.
So okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you about these books. All right. So my heroine is a female. All right. She's a female named Raven. All right. And she has her best friend Lala. All right. These two girls started out young because Raven's mother died, and she's been raised by this guy named Indian who was her mother's pimp. Okay, but when Indian died, he took Raven under the wing along with this other guy who's Indian's best friend named Shabazz. Shabazz had the hood. Shabazz had he ran everything. He was the man. You know what I mean? But he was. It turns out in the end is all kinds of twists. I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but I'm giving the basic. So Lala, all kinds of crazy antics. She's funny. She's extremely courageous and brave. She has no fear, and she's an absolute G. And she's a hustler. She does what she do. All right, and she also, just like she's been trained by her OGs, she becomes an OG, and she trains some younger people up under them. Some like a handful of young boys named the Young Guns who grew up in a playground across the street from her building. All right, and they in book two gonna be they get introduced in book one, but in book two they really shine. And then in book two, also their girlfriends. See, a lot of people are not familiar with New York, but in New York, back in the day, all we had was the hard metal swings, a seesaw, and a handball court and a monkey bars. That was the playground. All right. These girls, all they did was play handball, jump double dutch, and beat girls up for being in their man's face. That's it. That's they call it the double dutch girls. All right. The story gets crazy. But see, if you have anything in common with me or my story, you're gonna find their antics extremely intriguing, and you're gonna eat it up. You're gonna eat it up because the reality gonna set in. It's gonna set in. Oh, I grew up just like that, playing handball and drinking quarter waters and playing hooky from school and doing and all this crazy stuff. I don't know how y'all did it in the country or in the South. I'm not saying everybody live in the country that's in the South, but
Same,
you know,
70, you talking about 70s babies. We all did the same thing, country or the city.
yes, sir.
We skilled.
I hear you. I hear you.
We
I
did
hear
the
you. I hear
same
you.
stuff. Ain't nothing changed. Same stuff. We just
I
hung out
hear
in
you.
different spots.
Right.
That's
So
all that is.
then
But
you
I'm telling you,
too,
your
more than
story's
likely
gonna
will relate
resonate.
too.
It's gonna resonate with a lot of people because here I'm just sitting here listening, and already one of your characters already resonates with me. I lost my mom 12 days after my 16th birthday, and I know so many other people that
Oh,
had that journey too. So that right there is going to resonate with so many people, and they're going to want to read about that character. So yeah, definitely keep sharing this. Um,
she's the
don't don't
bomb.
don't think that you're
This
sharing
girl
too
is the
much.
bomb. She
People
went through
interested in.
so many. Right. She just went through so many tragedies and like the same thing these young girls, especially that play the streets and deal with these, a lot of these young girls that run around, they're attracted to a certain thing, a certain lifestyle. All right. But not only was she attracted to the
Exactly.
lifestyle was attracted to her. And then she created trends within that lifestyle. All right. And people were following her lead. And then not only that, see, this is it's not that see people will say like, okay, well, these people are, thugs or whatever in the streets. Well, look, what my story does is basically it's real, but I can't say where it's real at in certain parts. I can't say. But what it does is it shows how these people took their negative and made it into a positive. People don't use the game, got the knowledge they need, the knowledge and experience they needed, and they turn their negative into a positive, and then they inspire other people to do the same thing. So that's what I did,
I'm saying you're
and
speaking
that's what
some
I'm
real
doing. I'm
stuff.
still trying to do it.
I mean, but you're speaking real stuff. Like I come from, like I
I
say, we
try.
come from an era that things just happen. Like I said, I lived in Atlanta for years. Some of my best friends, they were some of the biggest drug dealers in Atlanta, on the west side. But now they are ministers, carrying the
Mm.
gospel, and some amazing pastors. That was their journey when it was their journey. And I see, I see what happened. It was nothing that nobody told me. I saw this for myself. I saw them lose everything. I saw them just. I saw the lifestyle, so I can
Let me.
resonate. And there's going to be a lot of people that can resonate with what you're saying.
I'm glad you said that. Let me. Okay, now I'm gonna get to why I became a writer. See, I knew I can write, but I did not know I was an author. I still don't know yet. Technically, yeah, but it's up to the people and their opinions and so forth and so on. But okay, so when I was in jail, I read no less than 250 books, urban, whatever. I read books. I'm a reader. I like to read. All right, so I'm reading these hood books, and it's like you can tell when you read these books if a person actually been in that experience or been really exposed to this type of lifestyle or not. You can tell. I mean, if you've been exposed to this lifestyle, your story will sound more authentic, whether it's fiction or not. You know what I mean? It'll
Right.
sound like you know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So after about probably the 150th book, I said, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I could do better than this. I wrote some books. I started off with one, passed it around the whole jail, and everybody was begging for more. I mean, COs was trying to steal my books and everything. I said, well, I might have something here. So when I wrote, I just kept the story going and going and going. But see, these stories were my stories. This is my heart and soul. This is the stories that you hear about, you know, in growing up in the hood and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The people that took me under the wing, stuff like that. This is the real deal. All right, so eventually I came home. Had to send the books home because I couldn't take them up the road to the DOC. I was in the county for like 2 years. They had me there. I was going back and forth to court for like 27 months. And then after that, you know, you can't take nothing with you when you go to the DOC. So I had to make envelopes. Let me show you what my books look like. These are the books. This is my book from this. This is my books. I wrote them like this. They of course published now. They look different on Amazon. But this is what I had to go through because we didn't have any resources there. So we got in jail. You got to make stuff. You got to make stuff in jail. So you
Exactly.
know I had to make an envelope for each book and then get buy stamps or take the envelopes come with stamps on them. So you have to rip the stamps off the envelope and then get toothpaste and stick all the stamps on the envelope so that you can pay for the postage and send them home. All right, so I'm sending a big old fake envelope with 12 fake stamps home. You know, I had to do that 5 times. All right, sending them back. Oh, you don't have enough postage on there. Gotta put another one, get some more toothpaste, put another stamp on there, send it. But anyway, that's what happened. So when I got home, I'm telling my people, listen, you know, I wrote 5 books in there, man. Yeah, right. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, no, I really wrote 5 books in prison. You know, I'm in jail. You know, told my brother. He just like when I like really showed him them and then started reading stuff from him, he was like, "Oh snap, let's go!" Cause he's a marketer, but he needs something to market. I give him something to market, and it's like, damn, this dude got rocket fuel in him. I mean, look what's happening now. This is thanks to him, and thanks to you, of course. So, like I said again, I appreciate you. Let me use your platform to do what I'm doing. I mean, this is surreal. I mean, I'm on TV, man. You know, it's crazy. Why are people trying to
This
follow me?
this
It's
is what we
crazy.
do, and we will
It
keep on
is.
sharing you, because, like I say, an amazing you have an amazing platform. You have something that a lot of people in its realness. It is you being real in your own way, creativity. You had to use the resources that you had, and I'm glad that you show um I don't even your mock-ups from when you were incarcerated, because
It's real.
that alone
It's real.
should let people know that you have to. It's all about being creative and using the resources that you have. You know, you didn't let that stop you. And so many people
Hmm.
have so much at they beck and call and don't even utilize it. So again, I applaud you, King, for
Thank you.
just utilizing what you have and
And
just
I applaud you.
coming on here and being real and allowing people to see the realness, because that's what it's going to take for us um to really truly see we have so much power on the inside of us, and it's so much, we wonder why we have to go through a lot of the things that we go through. But all that you went through was just for this time right here, because there's so many people that are dependent on you, and these books are going to touch so many lives. This is
I
just
hope
beginning.
so.
I want you to know that
I
this is
hope
just the
so.
beginning. I mean, it's
Oh,
only up
don't
from
gas
here.
me up.
Like,
Oh
it's
my
only
goodness, don't
up from
gas me
here.
up. Is it? Well, I'm gonna say
You might
this.
as
I'm
well
gonna
get
say this.
ready.
All right. Really? I'm gonna say this. Okay. Me, I think as a black people. All right. When you are a people that have come through a struggle and continue to struggle like we do, you know what I mean? It births a certain type of creativity. Um, we just know how to maneuver through situations, navigate through struggle. All right, and you have to be creative to navigate these different struggles that these people have been putting us through from the beginning. All right, you have to be able to. We have to figure out a way to get money. All right, we have to figure it out. A way to tell our story, a way to be seen, a way to be heard. All right, I'm just trying to make my mark. All right, that's all I'm trying to do. I mean, I do have a legacy that I want to leave. I mean, I do have some. I have children. You know, I want them to say, look, well, I couldn't stand my dad, but at least he left me some money. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, or something. Left him something to say, because I mean these kids don't understand. It's like really like it's the reason. Another reason why I wrote these stories because the way that these kids behave today, all right, they have no respect for themselves or respect for the game, or more importantly, they don't have no respect for the history of the game. Their predecessors, the OGs, adults, they just think they can just jump off the porch and be bam automatically official. Like I mean, come on, you got to go through stuff. You got to be sanctioned. You want to get inside of you want to get in the game. You got to be not a gang, a game. You got to be sanctioned by that game. Get the experience that you need. All right, so that you can be proven. And the subtitle of my book, battle tested. You have to be battle tested. All right, you can't just jump out there in the war and don't know how to fight. All right, that's what I'm here for. I'm gonna teach you how to fight, son. You know, so I'm gonna teach you how to put them hands up. All right, it ain't always about running to a gun. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta actually get the experience that's needed to maneuver through these situations, man. Because if not, guess what? You're gonna go out there, you're gonna catch the first hit, and that first hit gonna put you on the ground. You're gonna be looking crazy out there. All right. So really, it's basically for the youth. It's for the youth. We gotta teach these kids, man. Because nobody is being held accountable or take responsibility for
Who?
these kids out here. We just let them run free. Let them run free, do whatever they want to do. These kids curse in front of their mother. These kids pee on the toilet seat. I be like, we don't do that. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. All right, these kids don't have no respect, and then they dare you to say something to them or put your hands on them. They calling the police on you. The kids will curse you out and call the police on you. Me, I can't afford none of
Mm-mm.
that. So just go ahead, bye. Do what you're gonna do. All right.
I don't know how we got in
It's
contact
real.
with each other. Um,
It's real
I
though.
don't know how, brother. That's your brother,
Tremaine,
your
yeah,
marketer.
Tracy, that's
That's
my
your
bro.
brother, right?
That's my little brother. My
So
marketer,
I
my
don't know
editor, my
how
everything. That's my
we
everything.
I don't know how we came across each other, but like
Mm.
everything you saying, everything that you just said just now, is like is like what I've been pushing on my platform for the last 3 or 4 months. I've been trying to get people to understand that it's this village mentality that we need to get back to, and people don't understand that. We don't even look out for the next person. We don't know who we are. We don't even love who we
Facts.
are. We let
Facts.
other people tell us who and what we are when we should be walking in our own lane and worrying about who we are. But we don't know
Uh,
who we are. We so
say it
loud and
again.
so
Say it
confused.
again.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying it for months. Like I've been telling people they need to just stop listening to people and letting people put them in a box, and stop thinking that something finna drop out the sky, because ain't nothing dropping out the sky. Everything that you need is already in you. It's up to
It's
you
in you.
to pull it out. It, how bad do you want it? That's what I keep telling
You
people.
know what it's up to.
If you
I'm
want
gonna tell you
something,
what it's really up
put
to.
it out. If you want it to
Let me tell you what it's
come
really up
back to
to.
you, put it. If you don't put the
Facts.
book out, how can somebody read it?
There you go. There
Hmm,
you go. Look, so what you
that's it.
you just said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. All right, but I'm gonna say just like I said before. You know who it's really up to. It's up to you and it's up to me. We gotta inspire, teach, and motivate. All right. These kids don't have any information. You know why? Because they social media runs their life. You know what I'm saying? People don't teach themselves. Really don't teach themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, kids don't. Kids follow examples. All right. Now, what kind of example are you gonna give them to follow? All right. Go find your own example, or I'm gonna put in your head what I want to be in your head. All right. I'm gonna give you the strength that you need. I'm gonna give you the skills, the knowledge, the education that you need up until the point where I think just like when a mother bird pushed the baby out the nest or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be with him for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But after the third push, look, if you hit the ground, that's on you, because I already showed you what to do. You know what I mean? I already showed you what to do, but sometimes these people are pushing their kids out the door or not caring without giving them any skills. All right. And they don't even have no examples
I'm
to follow
telling you,
because a lot of
everything you
times people in
saying
our
right now.
generation ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Right? I mean,
No,
that's just
no,
my what I see.
I,
That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, look at me.
no.
I
It
just
ain't.
came off of
No,
jail, but hey,
you speaking the
I mean,
truth,
it is what it is, man.
but
You
you
know, I could
speaking
go on a
all
rant
truth.
all day, but I'm, I really have a beef with millennials right now. I do. I really do. All right. I, there's so much going on right now when I'm on this TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and these are good platforms for some good information. But the good stuff that be on there, people scroll past it. All right, scroll past it. Okay, and latch on to something that's totally useless. All right, food with no nutrients. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call these little stupid little posts and everything. It's food with no nutrients. You know what I mean? We need some fresh vegetables and stuff. That's what we need. You know, mental vegetables to nourish these kids and put them on the right track and teach them some stuff. You know what? Your brother said something yesterday. All right? He said, ain't no more big moms in the hood. That's you remember the old lady in the hood that yell at all the kids and make sure everybody
Yeah,
stay
ain't
out of
no
trouble
more.
and stuff. It's you said it take a village, right?
The
It ain't no
candy
more big
lady,
moms in the hood. The candy lady, yeah.
ain't no more. Candy lady,
They gone. They
ain't no
gone. They
more.
gone. Man, that thing hit
Everybody,
right on.
the
Hit the.
grandmas, the
Yup.
grandmas now, they still in the club. They ain't come out the club yet. They ain't stepped into their role. They still want to be young. They want to be their children friends. No, we got to get back to that
Yeah.
village. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, we got to get back to
Well,
that
I
village.
tell you,
I definitely, I
I
have to put you in contact with my friend out of New York because I'm telling you everything that you're saying here just ringing some bells in my head. I'm not gonna
yeah,
say it
man.
over the air, but definitely I'm gonna connect y'all because there's some things that you guys probably can do. But I am gonna shout her out really quick because she just got her dream book inside of the school system. She's going to be facilitating a after school program. I forget the name of the school. She gave me the number, but
What's
I
her
can't
name?
remember the number.
We can look
Her
her
name
up.
is
What's her
Author
name?
Pamela J. Hayes. She's
Wow. Author Pamela
Author
J.
Pamela
Hayes.
J. Hayes. She's the
It has such a
founder
ring to
of
it.
A Book in a Dream. She's
A
the
book in a dream.
chief and editor of the Wall magazine. She's also the host of the Wall Behind the Wall radio show that I was telling you about. That was the same lady I was telling you about that's out of New York. Yeah, we do all
The
kind of
wall
different
behind.
stuff.
Does that have to do?
People
Does that
may
have to do
see
anything
us
with
in one
prison?
light, but we do a lot of stuff. I didn't hear you.
Does that have anything to do with prison? You said the wall behind the wall, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's her prison ministry. Her husband is currently incarcerated in Sing Sing.
I'm here for it. Awesome.
So she has so yeah she's definitely somebody that you want to connect with. She's my co-author in this book here. We just released this book, 402 pages. It's a devotional affirmation. 138 women from around the world shared affirmations in that book. So this is what we do. We love to collaborate. We love to network. So definitely, I definitely want to connect you guys. I definitely inbox you and just start an inbox chat where y'all can connect and exchange information. Um, they don't call me the queen of collaborations for nothing. Whoever gave me that name a couple of years ago, they spoke that into my life. And I'm glad that they spoke it over my life because this is what I do. And I love to bring people together. You know, we have people all over the place. We have people in Germany, the UK, Virgin Islands, different parts of Africa. I'm currently on a radio show that broadcasts out of Lagos, Nigeria. We do it through Blog Talk Radio. I'm actually going to be on the 20th. I'm on every 4 weeks on Wednesdays. But our network airs every night at 9:30. Right now we're at 9 million connections. So 9 million
Wow.
people tune in to us.
Nine people. No,
So
don't
I
tell me
just
9 million people are watching
finished my
me.
tenure as commissioner of that great network. Yeah. So you connected to some great people now. You just got to
And
utilize what you got to utilize. And just do what you do.
I
I
feel
got just
blessed.
continue to be yourself and continue to share and just don't think that you're sharing too much. I don't think that you're sharing the same thing over and over because somebody may not have heard it and they need to hear it. to hear it. So keep sharing. So while I have you here, I definitely want you to share how they can follow you. I know they can try follow you at Linktree, but how can they follow you, support you, um, and get
All right.
attached to some of this greatness?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, author Kasim Stevens. My name is there, Kasim Stevens. I'm also Kasim Stevens, and I also have a publishing company called Criminal Content Publishing, with two K's and no C's. And also on Facebook, on Instagram, I'm Gray Area underscore Gray Area. But you can type in Kasim Stevens, and that's gonna come up. They wouldn't let me change it to Kasim Stevens, but officially. But you can just Google criminal content, and everything is gonna come up. It's magic. I don't even know how this guy did this, but yeah, just type in anything I just said in Google, and you're gonna get a page full of stuff. All right. And like I said, everyone has a choice. You just got to make the right one. All right. Matter of fact, it's a guy, man, an OG in the game called Jay Prince. He had a quote it's gonna be famous. He said that everyone wakes up in the morning with two things, a chance and a choice. Bam! That resonates with me like crazy because when I heard it, I just felt bad about every bad choice I ever made in my life because I blew my chances. I blew my chances. But by the grace of the Most High, I have another chance, and guess what? I choose to use it. And you could too. I hope I inspired y'all. I hope somebody got something positive out of this. And I want to thank this wonderful, beautiful, awesome lady, Miss Angela Thomas, for allowing me to use her platform. It's
Thank
breathtaking.
you.
I just feel so like, man, you did this to me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate what you're doing to me and for me, and hopefully we can keep
Well,
this
I
up.
thank you for stopping by. Yes,
You
definitely.
do?
Definitely. I'll be following you. And of course, if your brother share with me, I'll definitely be sharing. This is what I do. I believe in networking. I believe in partnering. I believe in collab because it's going to take us getting that village back. I have this movement that I'm doing right now. It's called Heal the City and Heals because a lot of our men are incarcerated. A lot of our men
Yes.
are absent, and it's up to us women
Yes.
to get back to doing
Yes.
what we're supposed to be doing as women, and that's making sure that we
Yes.
have our men's back. And
Oh my goodness.
we on this
What?
movement,
Where were
Heal the
you?
City and Heals. We have a book that a devotional that just dropped. When I tell you, it's amazing. I just when whatever happened on Monday with this social media stuff, it caused a lot of people to get in a panic and a frantic and all kind of stuff. Well, somebody introduced me to Clubhouse. I wasn't really familiar with Clubhouse because everybody say you got to have iPhone. I ain't have no iPhone, so I tried the Android before, wasn't even down with it, but I got invited into this group. Long story short, Tyrese Gibson and a whole bunch of people, just room full of folks,
Yeah.
and they were just in there
Clubhouse
just
be
talking.
jumping.
So it
Clubhouse be
inspired me.
jumping though.
Well, got connected with this young
Hmm.
lady. Like it's just amazing how if you just be in the right place at the right time, you can connect with people and you never know what may happen and what doors may open. So I just tell people
Hmm.
just continue to move. Don't be silent. Don't be still. Continue to move because it's always something that we can do. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for just being who you are and stopping by today and just sharing with us on today. Anything
Thank
you want to
you.
say before I close this out?
I think I said it all, but I do
Okay.
think that I think every adult, or everybody that's been through some struggle in their life, or anybody that has any knowledge on how to make it through anything, grab somebody younger than you and school them. Just school them. Tell them anything that can influence them and move them in a positive direction. Just grab a youngster. That's it. Just grab a youngster and push them. That's all I ask of the world. Period. That's all I got.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a great
Thank
night.
you.
And thank you for
Yeah.
stopping. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I tell you, I truly, truly have been blessed on tonight. I hope that you have been blessed. If you got just a little nugget, I want you to share that with somebody. That's what it's all about, y'all. If you get something, we have to reach down somebody up and share it with them. You guys do not realize the power that you have on the inside of you. You are positioned to be an overcomer by being a willing vessel to empower others through your resilience. So now go be a servant, serve. I love you guys. Be blessed, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.